Well, welcome to London and what a start to the tour. You know what? You know you've come with major parts of London brought to a literal standstill because of strikes on the tube service.
That's because we're playing.
Yeah? Were you aware of that before you came here?
Yeah, we heard about it, but
yeah,
that's because we're playing.
Yeah. Well, how are you though, and how's the journey been in so far? Like coming here, has it been okay, smooth getting to this place?
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
This is the second show. The second show with us also. We did the first show in Belgium, and I mean we left home at 4:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just a whole blur, and now and I slept for like 20 hours, and this is kind of feels like the first day of the tour, kind of really.
Yeah.
Happy to be here, man.
Okay.
Hopefully people turn up now with the strikes.
Yeah, I mean it is a bugger, isn't it? We walked from Tottenham Court Road, which took about an hour and 15 minutes. Me and my wife to get here.
Jesus, where's your wife?
She's in the pub. She's in the pub. She's not involved in this side of things. But how much have you been looking forward to this tour? It's not just the UK side of things. It's a hefty jaunt around Europe. You've got 6 dates in the UK, of course, but it's a big 3 weeks-ish around Europe.
Yeah, I'm just kind of counting it as a whole because we go home for 1 day, and then we go to the States right afterwards. So
yeah,
I just know that.
Oh, so you doing a bigger block of it?
Yeah, I'm just like in my mind, it's 2.5 months. Yeah.
Okay. How's that feeling? What's that like? What's the mindset like for that?
Just get on with it, man. I mean, if I think about it too much, I'm gonna be like, moaning. But some bands would kill to do this, so
that's a fair point.
Getting on with it.
But how do you prepare for a tour of that size? I mean, all right, we are combining the two as well. Initially, I was thinking, the 3 weeks is something you got to prepare for. But let's throw in the US stuff. A tour of that size, how do you prepare?
We don't. We're just kind of focusing on this tour, and then that one's the support tour. So we're just kind of going and make sure that transport's sorted and stuff. But mentally, 7 weeks we're going there for 7 weeks. I mean, we've done it before. Just got to take it day by day. And
Are you quite comfortable being away from home for that length of time?
I am. Yeah. I've been doing this for a long time with my old band as well. I was doing it for a long time. I'm comfortable. I adapt to different situations quite quickly, so I feel like I'm all right with it. I think some of the other guys are a little bit more, I don't have a girlfriend back at home at this moment in time, so I'm like, I'm fine with it, I can do whatever, But, some of the other guys, it's not the case.
Yeah, it's going to be an experience. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Obviously said as well, the tour started in Belgium, Antwerp, on the 8th. How was that show? And did that crowd kind of set a high bar already?
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely nervous because this is our first headline tour ever. So, I mean, outside of France. So we were a bit nervous. Not only was it a Monday, but it was also in Antwerp, and we were like, we didn't really know. But more, the room filled up, and we were stoked. So the bar was set higher than our expectations.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you kind of low expectations, and it was automatically improved straight away. It is coming down.
Yeah. We were kind of set the bar low between us. Probably out of like a lot of us were bummed out to be leaving for so long. Yeah. I'm just like whatever. But
Okay, well, what does London kind of have to do to ensure you walk away from the city satisfied with tonight?
Well, now you've got me worried because of the strikes, but I know that ticket sales, I know how much we've sold, so I mean it's good. But now I hope that they come because of the strikes.
You're okay.
And the rain.
There's an overground station which is still running because that's not on strike 5 minutes away. There's lots of connections. It's London. All you got to do is walk a little bit of distance. People will be here. We know it's not our first rodeo. With strikes in London as well.
Yeah, I mean, I live in France. They're like, they strike about anything. The Eiffel Tower was on strike a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. What does that mean? You just can't climb it for the day?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw signs of it, and I mean, I guess like there's a restaurant up there, and
of course there is. Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that work on there, and I guess they all just decided to strike simultaneously.
And obviously, it's such a tourist attraction. If it's not open for the day, it's a lot of money.
You know Ben Bruce, who used to be in Askin and Alexandria.
Okay, yeah, of course.
So he's one of our managers, right? And he was in Paris the other day for our album release. And his wife was like, "Can we go to the hotel?" I was
No.
like, "No, it's on strike."
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, new album then. So
Yeah.
let's get the pronunciation right, because it can be pronounced a couple of different ways. Is it I-O or E-O, like the original Greek pronunciation? Yo, like the French kind of thing?
I don't know, man. So originally we were going to do a self-titled, and this was the thought process anyway. And then I was like, no, it's a bit too pretentious this early in our career to do like a self-titled. So then me and Luca were going back and forth with the word just doing 10, and then it was like 1 and 0, and then he put the 1 above the 0, and then it was like, oh, it kind of looks like a switch, and that's how that came by.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a switch, and it's a 1 and a 0, but a lot of people have been saying IO,
Yeah.
and some people have been saying like yo.
Yeah.
I think it's open to interpretation, but on paper it's just a switch, and it's a 1 and a 0, so.
We need to get that out there,
Yeah.
because I have seen a lot of confusion about that as well.
Yeah.
Initially, when I saw it, I thought, okay, I-O, like that, and it's only after reading up and understanding and then listening to it and getting it a little bit more, okay, I get it now.
But let's just say IO for the for the sake of confusion, or
It don't matter in the end when it comes down to it, because it's a beast of a record, and what that's more important than anything else is that people are actually listening to it, and you should be so proud of what you accomplished here. It has gone down a storm. It's only been out a few days as well, which is crazy when you just see the reaction to it. Speaking of which,
right,
that reaction to it that you personally seen, are you pleased with how people have been reacting?
Yeah. We were seeing a bunch of reviews and a bunch of stuff on YouTube and stuff. The only thing that I'm gutted about is, but we've been like 8 to 8.5, 9 out of 10 everywhere across the board, apart from one guy who put 3 out of 10, and he like shits on it, right? And when you type in 1056 IO review, which I do all the time to see how it's going down, the one that comes up first is the hater.
Hey!
I'm like, no. But across the board it's been very, very positive, and I mean, we've been sat on it not for ages, but we didn't really have any feedback because we didn't send it to anyone, and just to have so many people come forward with so much positive stuff to say, we're really happy about that.
Good. I mean, I absolutely loved it. I am now going to do the thing I shouldn't, which is search out that 3 out of 10.
I just
want to read.
Just type in 1056 IO review, and it's like, the first result and it gives like a big chunk of it too. It's like the main, and it's like just shitting on it. I was like, oh, come on, dude.
I've got to know. That's insane. But let's look, if we don't mind, let's look a little bit at the vision for this new record, because you had the gargantuan task of following it down, which is an incredible album. And during that time as well, you're getting your name out there, you're performing live, and you're getting a really strong reputation for being brilliant on stage too. So did you have a vision initially for what you wanted the new record to be, to look like, to sound like?
No, not really. I mean, I've been down the road before in my previous projects of having something great that really works out, and then steering too far in a different direction to try and keep up with the times, or for whatever reason, and kind of losing the sense of who we are. And I think we just wanted to stay true to what we wanted to do, and we didn't want to feel the pressure, because obviously the first album there was no pressure, because it wasn't a band, and no one was really waiting on whatever. So we just tried to keep our minds out, keep the noise away, and just write what we wanted to write. I went through a hard time. I was in rehab for a while, and I had some mental stuff, and Luca also went through some pretty dark stuff. So mentally in the band we were just kind of like everywhere. So there was a period where we were just writing really eclectic music. So Good Morning and ICU were written kind of in this period, and I think you can tell which bits were written in which period because they kind of sound the same. And there was a point after writing ICU and Good Morning where we were like, okay, well, we're kind of losing ourselves a little bit, and we had to pull it back and get back to the basics.
I did wonder about that, because you listen to the entire album, there's a clear experimentation across the board. You had a lot of ideas, and so much what works and how you put it together is incredible. But it leaves you thinking, oh my god, was there any creative lines in the sand, any moment where you went, this is not working?
Well, so normally how the process works is like me and Luca work together to whatever extent to have a theme, or like the instrumental will come together, but it's a lot of him, right? And then it comes back to me, and then we get together and I record vocals. They come out of my mouth for the first time ever off of my phone that I've written, and then we both go brilliant, and then we put it out. That's literally how it works. But with ICU, I had to do like 4 different sessions, and we had to move a bunch of bits around, and it just didn't feel organic. We knew that we were like really kind of bending over backwards to make it happen, make it sound good, and be pleased with it. When historically we'd just been like, okay, this fucks, let's put it out. So after that happened, and that was a very frustrating experience.
Yeah.
That's when we knew we were maybe trying to like push ourselves out of what we wanted to do, maybe a little bit. But we liked the song, but it just didn't come naturally like all of the others did.
Why not just abandon it though? Like why keep pushing?
Why not like just fuck it up?
Yeah, like just give up on it. If it was this so much.
I don't know because on paper like the instrumental sounded great, but the instrumental needed to breathe more, and we didn't know how to because it's such a kind of eclectic track. And it just wasn't clicking for me, something wasn't clicking for me, and I was never happy with it. And then like some things would turn around, and then what I was happy with didn't make sense anymore, so I had to go back, and but it works live. We do it live, so
this is not a criticism of the track in any way, shape, or form. It's a banging bloody track. It's incredible.
It's just left a bad taste in our mouths.
Okay.
Like just me and Luca like really fucking struggled with that song.
When you reflect on like the overall creative period for the album as a whole, beginning to end, is that kind of like the one and only sort of bad taste, negative part of it, or is the majority of it quite positive?
All of the other tracks were like,
yeah,
just fun and just went really smooth. There's only one other song that we did more than one vocal session on it.
Okay.
Yeah, all of them were just one shots, apart from that one.
Continuing the thought process and the overall picture, from your personal perspective, not necessarily the band, just you, what about challenges? Were there points where, aside from ICU maybe, where you really challenged yourself from a vocalist perspective, and it kind of had to push yourself in a way you never expected?
That was really weird. I mean, I feel like I've had to push myself a lot. Well, my progression as a vocalist has been like very linear during my old project, and then this one has been such creative freedom that I've been able to do whatever. So definitely the clean stuff. I mean, it's not come hard, but it's been a mental battle for me to like get myself to do that stuff. Yeah, it's been more of a mental struggle because everything's so like vulnerable and personal. So that's been, a bit.
Is that side of things, the opening up about personal things, is that something you're finding easier as you get older, or as you develop as an artist?
I think it just needed to happen because I was like stifling so much, and I hadn't gone into any therapy or anything, and I couldn't talk to anyone about it. So I was just it needed to happen, but I think it came easier because I lost the ego that I had.
Okay.
Which retrospectively looking at my career, I can see there was a point, probably like 10 years ago now, and we kind of bled out maybe, that I can see that I had an ego, and like I wouldn't have spoken about myself so vulnerably like that, and that sounds mental to think about now, because now I don't give a fuck, and I don't have any of that. So yeah, it just feels good now, and I don't really care if anyone, obviously I put it out there now because I feel like it's therapeutic to me.
It's really resonating as well, that side of you, this more open side of you, and what you're doing now is resonating with a lot more people. You can hear it, you can see it, whether it's actual reviews on YouTube or just people reacting to the music.
Yeah.
You also, I presume, you meet people at live shows who tell you as much.
Which is mental, because I spent a lot of my career in a band that was like singing positive stuff and kind of like trying to amp up people, and that, obviously we had people that touched their lives and stuff, but since doing 1056 we've had people like, having huge tattoos on the back of their necks, and they're like, I get messages all the time about, just stuff. I mean, obviously, don't want to put everyone's problems out there,
Of
but
course.
lots of personal stuff, and it's just been mad that our music's touched people like that. Yeah.
What does it mean to you personally to sort of see people not just sending messages like that, but enjoying this new album, coming to a 1056 show, and just having a blast?
It's mental because we've been a band for such a short time. I mean, what, 3-4 years now, which is mental.
Feels like you've been around a lot bloody long.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Like, yeah, we just came. I'm not sure. Still don't really know how to feel about it, because being in Betraying the Martyrs, I was just like, I can't believe I'm getting to do this, and now having a second chance, I'm like, what? You know, so, and yeah, I definitely have a case of imposter syndrome, so I'm always kind of like a bit detached from the whole thing, so not really sure how it feels. I'll have to digest that later, you know.
Yeah, it's just that, and let's get to later on. Let's all have a damn good time at this show, and of course the rest of the UK dates as well, and into Europe. And oh my God, your busy end of the year. It's going to be incredible. So we're going to wrap this up with one last thing.
Yeah.
I'm a Londoner through and through. Although I'm born in Ireland, I am a Londoner because London is a state of mind, as you know. It's a different kind of thing. What is your favourite thing about London?
Give
me anything you want.
I've not spent a lot of time in London, really. My favourite thing about London, I think just now looking at the architecture, I really like the architecture.
Right.
Just the way it looks. Yeah,
we're sitting at an angle, right, where can you see those chimneys?
Yeah,
it reminds me like a Mary Poppins style thing, right?
I like that. I like the way the buildings look, and I mean, I like how friendly people are.
Yeah.
Which is mental, because if you ask like an English person how people in London, they'll be like, oh, they're pretty rude.
Famous, yeah.
But I live in Paris, where people are famously very rude. So to come to London, for me, I'm just like, oh, this is awesome. People are comparatively very friendly. So
I love Paris as well. It's just an incredible city. So we'll write that down as well. But I can't wait to see it tonight, guys. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Oh. I wanted to get a good dap, no one more. There we go.
Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.